I've played World of Warcraft for over 15 years, but lately it just doesn't feel like the MMORPG experience I fell in love with all those years ago. So now I'm trying Final Fantasy XIV for the first time and documenting my experience as I play through the game. Today is day 7. What is up, everybody? Welcome to day 7 of this incredible adventure through this game that seems to just be getting bigger every day. And I'm so glad you're all still enjoying it. I'm still getting messages from people saying, "Oh, I've just found your series." So whether this is your first video you've ever seen of mine, hello and welcome, or whether you've been here since day 1 or somewhere in between, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're a part of this adventure with me, and I couldn't ask for anything more, really. Also, thank you all for your patience. I did take Sunday off from uploading. I've still been playing the game, and I actually had a really good time playing at the weekend. I just wanted a day off from editing. I just wanted to play the game with no pressure of having to get a video out at a certain time. So yeah, thank you for putting up with that. And I hope you've all had a good weekend too. I hope you've had some rest and you're feeling good today. Other than that, just going to say, as always, this is your spoiler warning going forward. There may be spoilers for the main quest or other quests going on from here. So yeah, let's get into day 7. So I'm going to shock you and say I actually did some of the main story. So yeah, I unlocked the 4th dungeon, which was Moors of Totorak. This definitely wasn't my favorite. There's something about it that just felt a bit painful. I think that it was nice to see new enemies and new experience. And yeah, it was definitely a cool dungeon. I'll give it that. Maybe it's just me, but it was just slowed down in the slime. People were getting stuck behind the cobwebs as well. I don't know. This definitely felt a little painful to get through. It definitely felt like it was a bit of a struggle to get through. Not in difficulty, but just a bit painful to grind through. What it lacked in the grind to get through, the final boss and the story that tied it up was really, really good. So yeah, you have this really, really cool guy at the end who, I don't know who that is yet. And he summons this giant, I think it was a big scorpion. This was a really cool cutscene. I like this. Yeah, this bit here was so cool. I really, really thought this was awesome. I love, like, you've done a dungeon, and a dungeon is just a piece of content, but then you get this awesome story and build up at the end that just, it just, I don't know, it gives you that fire. And yeah, tying that up, we rescue the elder of the sylphs. And yeah, that kind of tied up here where you're awarded the next crystal. So this was the 3rd crystal. So yeah, I like the crystal thing because it's like showing you, like, it's visual story progression. Like when this first started and you get the first crystal, I had no idea what it meant. I mean, if you were there on day 1, if you've seen day 1, you know I was so confused. But now I still don't fully understand it, but I really like that I've done this big area helping these guys out, and there was a lot to do. There's a lot of quests here, a lot of mob killing and talking to people. And then you get the crystal and it's like, here's your visual reward to show you've done this area now. And I really, really like that. And then, of course, I took a massive break from the main story. So in the last episode, I made a gladiator, and I really, really like the gladiator. I think they're a great fun class to play. Like, the combat is really good, the aesthetics really good. So one thing I wanted to do was level him up a little bit, just bring him up a little bit, because he only had it at level 10. So I went out, and I don't know what the best way to level is, but I got introduced to those level quests from Levy mates. I really don't understand what they are, but my understanding is there's some sort of like daily quests. There's daily quests in WoW where they're not related to the story and they're just a way to get experience and rewards. And it feels like there's something similar here. You go out and you kill random mobs and then you get a chunk of experience and money. I'm hoping that's all it is because that's how I'm treating it. I don't know if it's the best way to level up, probably not. And I did the level 10 gladiator quest. I absolutely love how different the class quests are. It just makes me want to play them all, and I feel like I'm going to play them all at some point because they're just so good. I sit here and watch them all. I love them. I really do. This one's really grabbed me. I like the thief one, but this one's really grabbing me as well. So I just feel a bit torn because I want to play everything. And I guess that's the beauty of Final Fantasy, right? Because I don't have to delete my character or like leave my character and go make a thief. I can go and play the thief tomorrow if I want, and it's still my character with my friends list and my items and my achievements. And it's still, I said at the start, like, the job system is the best thing that I've ever seen, and that's the best thing I like about this game. And I still hold that. It's probably on par with the community now, but I still think the job system is one of the best things about this game. And then we got that good gear upgrade. Look at all those upgrades. And we stopped looking like so much of a peasant. I mean, we still look pretty amateur hour, but yeah, we stopped looking like such a novice. And so many of you have been mocking how I take my little screenshots. So, yeah, I just hide the UI. Why don't you use Gpose? So here you are. I've started using Gpose and I love it. I've got no idea what everything does in here, and I feel like I need to mess around with it a lot. But get ready to see some much better thumbnails going forward. Now I can finally light my character and get into position and stuff. So yeah, everyone, and I mean, there's maybe hundreds of people saying I should try Gpose. So thank you all so much. I finally got around to trying it, and yeah, it's amazing. And then on to level 15 Gladiator Quest. This was amazing. So there were some really like standout moments on the Lancer Quest, and I hadn't felt it yet on the Gladiator Quest. And I feel like what I liked about that one, I'm starting to like here with this Aldis guy. He's really a good character. He's like a powerful, he's like the first sword. He's got like the, he reminds me of like, what's his name? Like the blonde-haired Lannister in Game of Thrones, because he's just like this guy with all this skill and ability who has just gone off the rails a little and just does what he wants, and he's a really likable character. And you know, he's always drinking in the tavern, and then you go for a drink with him and then you get ambushed by all these people. Such a cool quest. This was awesome. I like that they let you do like big fights within the city as well, like these instanced fights within the city, so it adds to the immersion of you're not like teleported to some other place, or you have to go out into the wilds to do them. I really like that. And then yeah, after doing that, another big gear upgrade. So I picked up a few items along the way that were for the Gladiator as well that I could use at 15. So yeah, I've got another gear upgrade. I really like how the Gladiator looks. I like the sword and shield aesthetic. I think it looks really cool. But I didn't just want to be a guy who sits around looking at his character. I wanted to try some tanking. So I hit 16 and queued up for Sestasha, the Sestasha, I can't say it. The Pirate Cove one. I really like this dungeon. This is definitely my favorite dungeon so far, hands down. I really like the feel of it. I could run this, not all day, but I could run this a lot and not get bored. And tanking feels good. I really like it. I really like tanking. I love the feel of like running in, throwing your, Captain America style shield to draw the enemies in. I don't have an AoE on my Dragoon yet, which is quite frustrating. So it's nice to have an AoE as well. This guy's got like a spinny attack. So yeah, it feels fun to play. Everyone keeps saying the Dragoon gets better later, and I'm gonna stick with it and see what it's like. But alongside that, it is nice to play a class that's got, parts of the toolkit that I don't have on the Dragoon, because it's a nice break. It's a refreshing break. So I'm using the Dragoon to push the story, and then I've got this guy just to have fun along the way. So yeah, I really enjoyed tanking. One of my favorite things about tanking in this game, at least at the early level, is the dungeons are just so beginner friendly, and not in terms of the enemies are easier to kill. It's just that the layout is so simplified that you know where to go. It's pretty linear. There's not branching paths and confusing optional bosses. So far it's really simple to get around, and I could lead this as a tank on my second playthrough pretty stress-free. And then I've seen a lot of comments talking about the Palace of the Dead. Like, oh, this guy needs to try Palace of the Dead. You need to try Palace of the Dead. Don't tell him about Palace of the Dead. Loads of people have been talking about it. I had no idea what it was, so I asked some friends and they told me where to go. And this is amazing. This seems so cool. I love roguelike games. I mean, if you were on this channel before the Final Fantasy, you would see I do play a lot of roguelike games. And one of the most things I was excited about of World of Warcraft was they put in a roguelike in the most recent expansion, but it was awful. This looks a lot more fun. So I tried to go in solo just to see what it was like. This isn't me, doing it well at all. This is just me going in solo and clicking all the buttons and seeing what it was like. And my basic understanding is it's a roguelike where you progress through like floors 10 at a time, and then you kind of have these auto instance only weapons and armor, so they're like glowing gold, they're glowing silver or white or whatever. And then as you progress through, you unlock upgrades for your weapons and armor. You get cool little items that like give you treasure and lower your defense. And there's one thing here that happens quite a lot. I'm just going through, I'm doing all right. What's this? A trap took my entire health bar. I was so confused. I didn't see any traps, and I just got completely deleted on like floor, was it like floor? It was like floor 2 or floor 3. Oh man. So I went in again. I'm not gonna. I said to myself, "You're not gonna put in the video that you played this and died at floor 3. So you're gonna go in again and you're gonna record yourself getting further." And I did. I did get further than floor 3. So here's me dying on floor 6. The combat was fine. You can see here I've got like upgraded armor +2 and weapon +2, loads of little bonuses. But I'm watching this edit back now. I don't see any traps. And then I take a few steps forward and I get... It's here, look. I got trapped where I can't use any attacks. Please tell me what I'm doing wrong. Is there something I need to be doing to take the traps away? So I couldn't attack, so I just pretty much ran around in circles like a complete buffoon. You just see me like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just running away. I was trying to like line of sight it, so if I could get around the corner, it wouldn't see me, and then my potion would wear down so I could use a potion. It didn't work. Yeah, send help. Palace of the Dead seems really hard. I want to go back in with maybe like a party and try it again, because I'm not very good at it. And then to end the day, everyone's been telling me that so I spend a lot of time in the Golden Saucer. Apparently, I don't know what you're talking about. I think I've only been here a few times, but I was in the Golden Saucer, and at 8 p.m. there's a jackpot. The big prize is drawn, right? So I headed over there at 8 o'clock and I was kind of stood around. I didn't really know what was going on. People were like showing off their magic and stuff, which was cool anyway. But I was just kind of hanging around, and then everyone just rushed over to the right side of the room. So I followed everyone. So over I go, and yeah, this was amazing. This was the best part of my day, hands down. It was really, really cool to see. I feel like I'm going to be going back here a lot. I mean, I'm already going to be here, so I may as well hop over if it's happening, right? But yeah, this live draw is really cool. I didn't win, but I guess it's quite hard to win. So yeah, I'm probably going to end this video here. This is pretty much everything I did in the day. I kind of leveled up the Gladiator, did a bit of tanking, tried the Palace of the Dead, went and watched the live drawing of the jackpot thing. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I really, really appreciate it. The next day is hopefully going to be out tomorrow on Tuesday. Worst case scenario, if I just can't get the edit, I've recorded it. I've recorded some of it. If I just can't get it done, it'll be Wednesday, but I'm going to try and put it out tomorrow. So yeah, I've got something quite cool to show you tomorrow as well. So hopefully tomorrow's video is a good one. That's not like clickbait. Don't watch it if you don't want to, but it should be good. Anyway, I will catch you tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Take care and look after yourselves. Bye.